And we're back with Weekend Edition. We're joined now by Dr. Chris Ostrander to tell us about some of the studies and research that his group is conducting in the waters around Guam. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So, Dr. Ostrander, tell us, what is some of the activity that you guys are doing and some of the tools that's being used to measure the activity as well as the wildlife that's in the waters around Guam, and why is it important?
Sure. So our program is the Pacific Islands Ocean Observing System. We call it PAC-IUS. And we're a regional program based out of Hawaii, but with staff throughout the Pacific. And we work in all of the U.S. jurisdictions in the Pacific Islands to provide timely, reliable, and accurate ocean information to serve a variety of uses. And so we rely very heavily on instruments in the ocean to tell us in real time what ocean conditions are. And we integrate all of that data into a website, which we have at pacius.org. And we make that data available in its raw form as well as in the form of products and decision support tools. So users can check and see what the conditions are, if it's safe to go out and fish, for example, where biology is, what the ocean currents are, and what types of other information we have in coastal waters.
Now tell us about the instrument that's used out there. Is it a buoy, or what is it that we put in water?
So we have a wide range of instruments. Out here in Guam at present we have the wave buoy off of Ipan that provides real-time wave information for anybody who wants to use it. We will be deploying a new wave buoy off of Apra in the next few months, and also adding a new system up in Garapan off of Saipan to provide more information on real-time wave conditions. And this data is incredibly valuable. You can log online, you can see what the conditions are before you go out, you can decide if it's safe to go. It's dangerous out there, and this helps make a difference.
Now also, it's used to study some of the wildlife that's out there. How does that help out and play a role?
So we track and tag a variety of biology around the region. So we tag fish, we tag sharks, we look at where tuna are going. We don't do that specifically because we want to know where that animal is, but we're curious what the population dynamics are, where these large schools of fish are going, and maybe how it's tied to other variables we can measure in the ocean. We're trying to get to a point where we can predict where you can find species, where species are moving, from both sides of the fence, from the conservation side as well as from the commercial fishery side and the recreational fishery side. So folks have all the information they need to make wise decisions on environmental conservation, on public safety, and on economic well-being.
Wow. Very interesting. Now, also in regards to the wave patterns, of course, sometimes, there's been the recent earthquake or the earthquake last year where we try and monitor some of the tsunami activities or possible tsunami activities. Is this something that also will play a role in that effort?
So we don't work directly with tsunamis. We make data available from all of the gauges around the world that show what real-time water level is. Okay. So you can log on and you can track a wave moving across the Pacific, but we rely very heavily on partners for that data. Our interest is sort of in the local sort of consistent user need. Other parts of the federal government focus more on those short-term hazards and emergency situations.
Basically, if you're a fisherman out there or surfer, this is definitely a site that you should go check out.
Absolutely. I mean, we've meant for it to be usable to a wide sector of people. The site is growing, the data is growing. We're branching out into water quality in Guam and putting some sensors out to look at the impact of a military buildup, of continued commercial development, so folks can really understand what the ocean is doing, how the ocean is responding, and how human activities on land are influencing the health of the reef and the health of fish populations out in the ocean.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, please just visit us at pacius.org, log on, take a look at the data. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment on the website. There's a tab you can send feedback. If we can make it easier to use, let us know. Okay. And if you want anything, we're here to help.
For our viewers out there, again, could you spell out PACIUS?
It's www.pacios.org.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.